You're live.
I'm live. Awesome. Oh, what? Alright.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
We're going to try it again. We're just going to use the iPhone.
Yeah.
We're just going to use our iPhone because the other setup with the laptop wasn't working real good.
Right.
We tried to have good, good audio, good video, but it wasn't cooperating. So trust the iPhone.
Wasn't doing so much.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it working?
I'm going. I'm gonna go again. Oh,
Why is this such a?
There it is.
Why is this such a hassle?
I don't know.
This should be easy. Oh, look at us. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is good.
All right. Hey.
All right. Cool beans.
Thank you, iPhone.
Hey again. There
Hi.
we go.
Looking and sounding great. Hi, John Harpold. Hi, JJ Sounds
Let's see if I can actually get to be able to type and respond to you guys.
You should,
there it is. There
we are. Looky there.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
All right. Now we can see your chats. We can't see ourselves necessarily, but.
Well, here you go. So what you do is you.
What's up, guys? Hello, Terry.
Pop out chat.
Oh, gotcha. Sure.
Pop that chat out.
Yes. And then make them separate windows.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. You talk.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back. Good, trusty iPhone to the rescue. iPhone 6 taking care of business.
Every day.
All right, so I'm Ryan.
I'm Angela.
And we are going to answer your questions, hopefully.
Yes.
Today, we're going to read off the questions from last week. Ask RNA questions. So we're going to start with those, and then we'll move into the live questiones.
Live. Yes.
There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, you make that really small.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And make that bigger. So
Okay.
you can see it. So much excitement. James Shackelford with a super chat. Thank you, James. That is incredibly generousness.
Yeah, generositismo. Trying to get that to... There we go.
All right. So, we'll go ahead and answer James's live question because he donated $5 to keep the music alive. And yeah, that is my CMG, Ashley. And we are discussing doing another run of limited edition, dealer exclusive RNA Music CMG. So there will be another one probably. Just got to figure out exactly what I want to do. So, okay.
Right.
Back to the questions.
Try to look at the camera.
Try to look here and not at the screen. All right. Yeah. LD says, man, what happened to the Big A Texas Cup? Well, my Big A Texas Cup is in the kitchen.
It's somewhere around here.
Last week I was drinking from my Stephen F. Austin State University Axe and Jacks mug, which is on the counter.
Also. Yeah.
So, but I still have the Big A Texas Cup. It's just it's in the kitchen.
It is.
Thanks for the question, LD. El Diablo.
El Diablo.
Possibly.
Oh no, it was 2 days ago. Okay.
2 days ago, yeah. So
I was like, no, dos.
Next is Just Fun Guitar.
Hey.
3 days ago.
3 days ago, right?
There's new questions. One, seems one of our boys is keen with his learning drums and playing with us, but the other is enjoying rock class at school, does not want to jam with the family.
Yeah.
Man, have you come across this before? 2, what's the latest news with the Dean/Gibson case? I've not seen anything in ages, and as it's being resolved in Texas court, have you heard anything locally? All right, so one of your boys is into playing music, but he doesn't want to play with the family. We run
with the family. One does, one doesn't.
Yeah. Have we come across this before?
Not really. I mean, well, our boys are kind of like that. Like Nicholas, he'll play with us. Like he'll do recital stuff with us and everything like that. But he won't necessarily always play with us. It depends on what we're playing and where he feels comfortable at. Aiden doesn't want to at all. He
But
doesn't want to be on stage. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to be in the front of people. He likes sitting at our recitals. He'll sit at the back, or he'll sit in, like, we have the church where we perform at has a green room
Mm-hmm.
off to the side on the stage, and so he'll sit in there. So he's not really interested in.
He's more of a green room kind of guy,
Yeah.
but no, we've had students who would play here, play the recitals, but they will not play in front of their family at home.
Yes, we
So
have had
definitely
that.
have had that.
They don't want to play, like, even parents are like, I don't even know if they're even practicing. And we've had, like, parents say stuff like, are they okay? Are they doing well? Because I never hear them play. And whenever I come into the room, they stop. So I don't even know if they're actually progressing, and we have to reassure them. They're like, well, we're like, yeah, they're actually doing really well, and I guess you'll hear that at the recital. And those kids really try to encourage going to the recitals because a lot of their parents and sometimes grandparents are paying, or they're helping pay. They split the difference, so they're like, we want to see our investment. So yeah, sometimes we do run across that.
Yeah, it does
I didn't
happen.
think about that, but yeah.
What's the latest news on the Dean/Gibson lawsuit since it's being settled in a Texas court? I have not heard anything.
I don't either.
I mean, nothing. Not a peep from that. You know, Gibson's real good about doing something that gets all of our attention for a week or two, and we're all up in arms about it. And then it kind of goes away, and then they do something different. They do something completely different to get our attention and get us upset,
Yes.
and it lasts about a week, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
And then they do something else, and it's like we stopped talking about what happened 3 fiascos ago
Right.
with Gibson. So I have not heard anything about that.
I haven't either.
No idea.
Yeah.
But thanks for the question. Just Fun Guitar, deep in the heart of England,
Yes.
where he is. All right, we'll give a couple of quick shout outs to the people on the live stream. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we got Ray
Guys.
Angel, JJ's House of Jams, Loner Caveman, John Harpole, Adam Lynch,
Nice.
Terry Starks. Hey Terry, Cam DeMan.
And we're back.
Yeah. John Harpole said, I thought I heard the lawsuits were dropped.
Oh,
I haven't
maybe.
heard that, John. I have not heard anything about that. But they're not exactly really good at communicating the important stuff with the public.
Right.
It seems like they're
Goodness.
certainly not. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. All right, we're going to go to the next question from last week. Penny Wisdom, 1983, 4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone ever tell you you look like comedian Jim Gaffigan if he were a Viking? You need to make more hashtag Viking Jim Gaffigan your official hashtag. No one's ever told me that. I have not. We do watch Jim Gaffigan.
We watch him a lot.
Yeah, we watch
So
his
I don't
comedy
think I never
specials.
thought of in a million years that Ryan looks like Jim Gaffigan.
No.
We think he's hilarious.
Yeah,
I would
he's super
love
funny.
to go to a Jim Gaffigan
Yeah.
show.
And I'm pretty funny too, apparently. If I'm compared. I've never been compared to him. I've been compared to other people. But no, that's probably a first. Penny Wisdom, 1983, 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So thanks for the question. Next question from
Yeah.
Tracy Johnson, 5 days ago edited.
Mm.
That's his full YouTube name.
Yeah.
Hashtag Don't Tell Mitch. Have either of you performed without warming up first?
Mm.
I did once and paid for it. Stay Metal Ray. Hey guys, love your channel.
Yeah, hey.
Hey Stay Metal Ray. I watch your channel too. Very nice. Also did the performing with a cold, and that wasn't fun either. What was your favorite sci-fi horror series? Ours was Star Trek, X-Files, Buffy, Xena, and Hercules. Okay. Have you ever performed without warming up first?
Mm.
I don't think so. I can't remember the last time I did.
I would say like recitals. You don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, you practice, but not like warming up where you're doing scales. Like that's what I think of.
Yeah.
Warming up.
Well, generally
I
that's
think of scales.
like if you're rocking out or whatever, you know, you'll play
Mhm.
before the concert. You
Right.
kind of get the blood flowing, the muscles going, and everything.
Mhm.
I guess that's right, because when we do our student recitals, we kind of save all the rocking for like the last few songs.
Right.
And you know, the first 3/4 of our student recitals, student concerts is, you know, students coming up and playing little solo pieces on their guitar, wherever they're at. We have people who've had 4 or 5 lessons, 2, 3 lessons up there playing something very, very simple.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and then you'll have a kid play a snare drum solo, and kids play their little piano pieces and stuff like that. And usually by the end of the recital is when the bands perform, and sometimes, most of the time, I have to play with them on at least a couple of songs.
Yeah, it helps kind of give them like an anchor to, if they forget or they freeze up, they have someone to kind of come in and.
I'm like the safety blanket.
Right.
I guess so, but we usually sound check before that. So I mean, I'm kind of warmed up, but then there's maybe about another 40 minutes where I might cool down. But we have had practices. Like, we've had a practice where, like, we're going to play something really fast, like a Metallica song or something.
Right.
I'm like, all right, let's play this. I'm like, didn't exactly warm up before the practice rehearsal.
Yeah.
And that's brutal sometimes. But nothing really big, like a church service or a concert or a gig or something. Usually get some warm-ups in. So.
Yeah. I don't usually, like, at all.
Well, you're amazing.
I usually, talking or not talking, that's usually my warm up. But I honestly, whenever I did the gig in Dallas with Tim,
Uncle Book and the Jalapeno Overdrive.
yeah,
It was just Uncle Book.
with just Uncle Book.
There's
Uncle
no
Book
Jalapeno Overdrive.
Uncle Book and the RNA did a gig together, but I did some warm-ups a little bit before that, but it was so relaxed. I knew that my voice wasn't going to strain, and I talk for a living, so I've learned to not push my voice too much. I know my limitations, and I know how to kind of settle into a comfortable tone where I don't have to project too much, because the projection is what gets a lot of vocalists. Their voice resting too much in the front, which will wear out, because these little muscles are just not strong enough to carry a voice for hours and hours and hours and get over. So,
Unless you have a beard.
right. So I'll just, I'll talk or I won't talk, and in between sets I won't say anything, and do stuff like that. But like normal, like exercises, doing like runs and fills and scales and stuff like that, I usually don't do that, because I'm not really good at remembering lyrics, because I don't keep them in my brain. I don't, never ever. I mean, I do once the music starts, but I don't keep them. And Paul made a comment about it last time we were practicing. He said, I'm surprised you haven't memorized the song by now. I was like, I honestly flush those songs out of my brain. Once the event is over, I flush it out. Because I have so much stuff in my head, I don't need to carry another thing in my head. Like, I can sing almost every single theme song from every single show that I grew up with. I don't need another thing in there that I don't need to use on a daily basis. So, but because of that, because of not having that in my mind, I will forget what I'm doing. And so a lot of times I don't like to do scales and runs and stuff like that, because it makes me forget my intros and so I usually spend that time kind of resting my voice and just thinking about the lyrics and thinking about my counts. And when I come in, especially for songs that he does, when it's like 20 measures later, I come in on a weird upbeat on the third beat of the 57th measure, so I have to really be focused, and that's usually what I do before performances. So
Yeah, Metallica's got some long intros.
it does,
And so does some
especially
other
old
bands.
Metallica.
Yeah, the older we go, the longer the intros.
Yeah.
So, Tracy's other question was, what's our favorite sci-fi / horror series? I guess I'm assuming that means like TV show, because series. Do you think? Because he said Star Trek's, X-Files, Buffy, Xena, all that kind of stuff.
/ either both, either or.
Sci-fi / horror series.
Like television series. Let's see. Because it could be a movie miniseries.
Could be. I mean,
I don't have
A
one.
cinematic universe.
Back in the day, for me, it was like Supernatural. That was.
Yeah. You did
I
watch a lot of
watched-
Supernatural.
I haven't watched it in like 4 seasons, I think. I haven't watched it in 4 seasons. They're coming up on their 15th or
Like 7,000.
17th season. Something crazy like that. Because they started like in 2002 or 2003 or something like that. Anyways, that, Angel, Buffy, of course Star Trek. I grew up with that. Doctor Who, that can go both sci-fi and horror. Oh my gosh. What was another one? Yeah, he really likes Supernatural. Supernatural is hardcore. I mean, it's dorky and it could, but for people who aren't used to stuff like that, it could be really, it can mess up your mind. I don't know.
Buffy and
tons of
Angel,
stuff.
I used to watch.
I watched Charmed for a long time. I watched the originals, Vampire Diaries. That was cheesy for me. But I don't watch a lot of that stuff anymore because I don't like that in my brain, and I tend to over analyze and think about things. Like I said, I grew up on television, and I don't need that extra stuff in my head. I don't need it rattling around in there. So I haven't watched that in a while. But he said was, so I'm going to tell you what it was.
Yeah.
But it's been a few years since I've watched. Of course, Buffy and Angel have been gone for like 15, almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
been a
you
long
watched-
17 years ago.
You watched the Battlestar Galacticas, the
Oh yeah,
redone ones from
Battlestar Galactica. That
a few
was
years
good.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I don't know. I did watch Angel.
Yeah.
I like that more than Buffy probably.
Yeah.
Was never real big into I like Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah.
That one was great. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were really into The Walking Dead for a while, but not like for the last 3 seasons we haven't been. So
Right.
that's kind of the ones off the top of my head.
What's the we? Oh, we on Netflix. Spot for the win. What I gave in. We had. We were. Yes. I will be with you. You're my friend. What does he say before he dies? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one.
Right. That's communism.
Little one. What was it? What are we watching on Netflix? About it's like the aliens. Colony.
The Colony.
Colony.
Yeah.
That one's
That's a
good.
good one.
That was good.
Were you into Lost a lot?
Yeah, it's Lost.
Because the Colony's got the same guy.
Yes. And Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
What's your face from Walking Dead?
That's right. Lori. Doing stuff.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to give Metalhead Hippie a shout out because he gave us a super chat. Thank you. You are contributing to keeping the music alive for children's
We're loading.
in the huge state of Texas. He said, I think someone's overcompensating for a small state syndrome with a large coffee cup. Just saying, Alaska rules. Itty bitty Texas drools. Tears for Texas. Hashtag Tears for Texas.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Spoken like a true Alaskan conspiracy theorist. Alaskan conspiracy.
Right. Out in the what is it? What do they call it? It's not the bush, but it's like something like
the tundra.
The edge of. So I just ordered T-shirts shipped yesterday. Yay!
Oh, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, man. That's super awesome.
He said he can't super chat because he ordered T-shirts.
It's okay. T-shirts are an excellent way to support small mom and pop shops and kids. All right, so next question from Dave Weiss. He said no. I know satin finishes became a thing about 20 years ago with Gibson's Faded series and Fender's Highway 1 stuff. I was wondering if the grittier finishes that builders are doing are more of a fad, or do you think they'll be used more in the future? They're definitely cheaper and easier to do than traditional gloss finishes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think... well, satin, I think, is probably here to stay. It's been here for a while, and I really like satin finish guitars.
Right.
When I think of a grittier finish, I think of like Gibson had their BFG guitars that came back and came out like 2007-ish.
Mm-hmm.
07, 08, 09 BFGs from Gibson, which
Right.
were really, I liked them, honestly.
Right.
Barely finished guitars, so they could just sort of, you know, had some of the routing markings and stuff. I kind of like that, but you know, I don't know if that will be continued. I do like the one thing Vola is doing right now is they have their what was that wood? Vola. They had the oh crap! I forgot what it was called. You know what I'm talking about? It had like the texture, like almost like holes and crevices.
Oh yeah, that was really pretty.
Crevasses in the wood. It wasn't spalted. It was I can't think of the name of it, but most companies will kind of fill that in with epoxy and be smooth. And Vola, they're not.
They own it.
They're kind of yeah. They kind of just it's kind of an open pore, so I kind of dig that. But I think the Satins will be here for a while. I really enjoy Satin guitars. You can see two of them up there that have satin finishes. They photograph really well and they video really well because you don't get reflections from the lights.
Yeah.
So I like the satin finishes. That way.
Yeah.
That way. The screen's backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Thanks for the question, Dave Weiss, 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Next question, Stephen Scharf. Let's see. Here we go. And here's the reason I have all the dad guitars out. It says, another great RNA. Ryan, your new Schecter Solo 6 solo guitar. Does this make two of the same model and color for you? Also, have you ever tried a Schecter Tempest? If so, what are your thoughts? Angela, my wife, got the band called Steam Powered Giraffe. Never heard of them. Have you ever heard of them? And I think you might like them. Keep rocking the free world. Thank you for another great video. Let's see. Well, okay, Schecter solo guitar. Well, you can see, that's why I brought these up here. My newest Schecter acquisition is this guy, which is a Solo 6 Custom. Now, it's slightly different than the other two because these are Solo 6 Hellraiser Extremes. Right? Now, these two are essentially the same guitar. Basically, same pickups, different fret.
Weiss, not Weiss.
Different fretboard wood. One has ebony, one has maple, but they're pretty much the same. And the Custom is only 22 frets, where the Hellraiser Extremes are 24 frets. So I have 3 Schecters of the same body cut, but they are slightly different. But I do have several guitars that are essentially the same guitar from the same company, like on the other end. So there's 2 CMG guitars, Ashley's. Different, slightly different, but the bodies are the same shape. So I do have done that. So, yeah. The Tempest, I have played the Schecter Tempest. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They feel like the Solo 6.
Yeah.
The necks are same. It's very, it's very kind of Les Paul kind of feel to it. But I like the way they feel. But there's something about the way they look. I haven't ever really just been like, I'm kind of borderline on wanting one. I'm not really sure. Kind of want one, kind of don't. But they're cool guitars, I almost bought one a long time ago when we lived in Oklahoma and I worked for the Devil's Playground. Let's see. You ever heard of the band Steam Powered Giraffe?
I have.
You have?
I actually have.
You've heard of them?
I have heard of them. Actually, Jake introduced me. Jake and Mikey introduced me to Steam Powered Giraffe.
That sounds like a band.
The guy's voice is very interesting. I do like them. They have this really cool sound to them, and they're steampunk looking.
Yeah.
And the guy looks like he has like face paint. I think that's who you're talking about. And he sounds like there's a song that he has that's my Jake's favorite song. And he sounds like, to me, he sounds like the singer and only people who will know this will know this. He sounds like the singer from the Roly Poly Oly.
Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah, and so it's wild. They have really cool. Yeah, it is steam powered draft. They have this really cool. I'm not going to play it loud because I don't want to get demonetized. But he does this.
Okay then.
Yeah, but he has a really great voice. And I mean, they have this really cool look about them. So, anyways, yeah, I know who that is.
you know something I do not know in music advance.
Yeah, he has a very it sounds like his voice is coming through like a phonograph. They have that sound to them. It's pretty cool.
Retro kind of.
Yeah.
Let's see. There you go. All right. So those are all the questions from Stephen Scharf.
Yeah.
I have several other guitars. Like I've got 3 Washburns that are basically the same shape.
Yeah.
Not the same guitar.
No, not the same color.
Not the same color.
But
2 of them are black.
Yeah.
But whatever. All right. Next question. We're going to finish up with our questions from last week's Ask RNA.
And then we'll get to you.
And then we'll get to all you live folks. There's another super chat from Uncle Hippie. It says, give a kid a set of strings from Uncle Hippie. If they ask who's that, just tell them some old hippie from the bigger state of Alaska.
We'll do that.
You got a sugar daddy in Alaska. Next question. Thank you, Metalhead Hippie. It says, David Munoz, thanks for your channel. I love watching you two. Are you going to do a review demo on them fire tones? And I promise as soon as I can make the purchase, I'll contact you for a Schecter.
Ooh.
Peace.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Oh, 6 in line with a super chat
Why, thank you.
from Australia. Is that right? 6 in line? Australian dollars? We just went through so much stuff trying to ship something to Australia.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. It was really quite something.
It was something.
Trying to ship something to Australia.
Yeah,
It's
about
about-
50 cents.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, because
That's so true.
yeah, man. I'll have to make a different video about that. Apparently, the value of the Australian dollar is kind of weak right now versus the U.S. dollar.
Everybody goes.
I bet
it goes
versus
up
the
and-
Alaskan
it goes
dollar,
up
it's
and
just
down.
minute,
Right.
minuscule.
Right.
Back to David Munoz. Yes, I will do some videos about the fire tone guitars. I just haven't had a chance to do it. It has been. I know I always say I'm busy, but we're ridiculously busy.
Stephen Holtz at work.
Hey!
Yeah.
I said it's working now.
Oh, it's working now.
Yeah, we're
okay.
back. We're back with our live stream.
I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah. We had a live stream fail.
MBH is asking some hilarious questions.
Yeah. He's not going to get any answers. I'll have to fix that. Yeah. I will get around to doing some fire tone stuff. It's just a lot of things going on right now behind the scenes of the business, and then we have a lot of stuff going on with the students right now getting ready for a performance this weekend. It's just crazy.
Let's say that, David.
Oh yeah. So I will definitely do some videos about the fire tones. I want to. Shoe fly.
I know it is going all over the place. It's not normal.
It's warming you. Ow! Son of a.
What'd you do?
There's a sticker.
He got bit.
Ah!
Ooh, don't give those to me. You know I'm allergic. I'm allergic
Sticker
to
burrs.
grass burrs.
I got some giant Texas-sized sticker burrs apparently stuck in my sock.
Ooh.
You don't get that at you don't get that at in Alaska.
No.
Sticker burrs. Angela's allergic.
I'm allergic to them.
Yeah. some trivia for you. Allergic stickers.
Yes.
So that was David's question. All right. And then final question from last week's comments. We are going to cover that, and then we'll move on to some of the live chat stuff. Sonic Grace from 6 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played a 3-string cigar box guitar? I was given one last week. Not sure how to play it properly, but sounds cool. Hashtag don't tell Mitch. I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. I've had several people come into the store and we try to arrange some custom string gauges from singles for the cigar box. There's an older lady here in town who actually builds cigar box guitars for funsies, I guess.
Yeah.
And sells them, and she'll come in and buy strings. But I've never played one, I don't think. Metalhead Hippie says, if that was an Alaskan burr, I would have taken my whole leg off.
Just your foot. Just your foot.
My foot. Yeah. Grizzly bear.
I can't do that. I found that out when I was in high school that I'm allergic bad to those things. I don't know what it is, but it takes me out.
I don't think I've ever played one.
Mm-hmm.
Although Ike from Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado, sometimes builds cigar box guitars himself.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he does make those. He hasn't made me one.
Yeah.
He talked about that, but yeah. No, I've never played one. I know they're tuned to an open tuning. Most of the time, it's an open tuning type situation, like to a G chord.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Kind of like ukuleles.
No, a little bit different.
Yeah.
Slightly different. Like slide guitar tunings type things sometimes, but all right, and so that's all of the questions from last week's comment section. Ask RNA. So now we can kind of go back and
we'll
get to the live stream comments we got going here. So let's scroll back up a little bit. I know we got the super chats that came through, but let's see if we can get some of the others. Yeah.
There was one about
Cam Deman. Hello, Cam Deman. He said, "What guitar will you be rocking on Halloween?" Probably my Explorer, my Gibson Explorer.
And he asked, "What is your go-to Halloween rig?"
The rig for Halloween. It's the same rig I pretty much always play.
Yeah.
It's the Mesa Boogie.
Pretty much.
Mesa Boogie. Dupuytren's disease. You get these knots in your palm, and they cause the tendons to thicken and start pulling 2 of 3 of your fingers. Sadly, I have it.
Oh no.
I have not heard that, Denny. Man, he said it may stop me from being. Gosh, man, that is not fun. I have not actually heard of that. So you get like knots in your tendons.
Is it like almost like a?
I've heard of the thing that kind of makes your fingers draw up. My dad had this for a little while. He had it like where his pinky finger and his ring finger would kind of like draw in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was from like a million years of being a barber, cutting hair and holding scissors. But
yeah.
I think it ended up being like a pinched nerve in his neck or his shoulder that kind of was causing that. And then he got all that kind of worked out, and then he was kind of back to normal with his hands. So, Dave. How do you pronounce it? Weiss or Weiss? I forgot now. It says, "Do you ever watch the show Fringe when it was on? J.J. Abrams at his best." We did. Well, Angela watched Fringe.
Yes, all the way to the end. I liked Fringe. I'm actually looking for it to come on Amazon soon so I can watch it again. I think Nicholas, our oldest, would really like Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would be too much for him to watch that. But
Weiss.
yeah.
Dave Weiss.
Yes. So good.
I've watched Fringe because she's watched it. I watched a lot of shows by proxy because she's watching them and I'm in the same room. So
that's how we got started on Walking Dead. I watched season 1 all by myself because I like zombie movies and stuff like that. And so I was like, "You have to watch it." You're like, "Nah."
I think I watched like one episode. I was like, "Man, this is boring."
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was probably like the very first episode.
Yeah, it was very slow.
And yeah.
And then when you were watching season 2, I came in while she was on season 2, and I was like,
they were on the farm in season 2.
All right, now we're talking. So I really enjoyed season 2, so it was great. I was able to go back into like Netflix and binge watch season 1,
Uh-huh.
which I hadn't seen any of it.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Harpole, did you ever try the Ernie Ball strings? I have not tried the Ernie Ball strings yet, John. And interesting point, my good friend Pat David Gray from Australia. So Pat had a suggestion. He said I should take, if I have 2 guitars that are the same guitar basically or similar, I should string one up with Ernie balls and one up with some other strings, and then do like a blindfold challenge where, you know, I have on a blindfold or something and Angela hands me the guitar and let's see if I can tell the difference in the strings. So Pat suggested that. Of course, he's the one who sent me the Ernie Ball strings to begin with. So we might do that, you know. We might do that. We haven't ever done a blindfold type musical challenge thing before. That might be kind of fun or humiliating. Humiliating, perhaps. So I haven't done it yet. Let's see. Gerald Johnson asks, "What's your best-selling guitar?" Well, Washburn Acoustics.
Yeah.
Washburn Acoustics.
Pretty much any acoustics.
Yeah, I think we're down to
sell
one.
through those like hotcakes.
I think we have one left-handed acoustic guitar in the store at the moment. So, well, I just ordered in another Washburn for a customer.
Yeah.
And she picked it up yesterday. So definitely Washburn Acoustics. We've sold probably more of those than anything else, I'm guessing. Let's see.
Terry Starks.
Terry Starks. Hey, Terry. Hope you're well. He says, I've got a few mint condition things on Reverb at a reasonable price and no interest. Any ideas? It's because they got sold, time of the year, 2 years ago. I got things sold in a week. Oh man, that's a good question, Terry. It could be a lot of things. You know, the market could be flooded. There could be a lot of those particular items in great condition. It may be a thing. You know, guitar players, we're very we jump on the bandwagon a lot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this new pedal just came out from so and so company, and you know all the YouTube guys are doing reviews of them. They're like, I gotta get one. It's amazing, and then you buy it, and they're super popular for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then everybody gets them, and then they're kind of done. And then maybe you're like, okay, I'm gonna sell mine. And like, well, the interest maybe is just not there anymore.
Right.
So it could be that. It could be, you know, all kinds of things. Retail is a really weird thing because sometimes we're really busy, and then sometimes like,
it can be very fickle.
What's going on? Yeah, the guitar market is very fickle.
Right.
So it could be a number of things, and you know, you may just have to, if you really want to move it, drop the price significantly because people like deals, for sure. But if you don't want to lose money, just wait. You know, the right buyer always comes along eventually. We've kind of figured that out over the years. So.
The cursor's on them.
Cursor. Oh. Metalhead Hippie, Ryan says, Pat David has a new course coming out. I think I might look into it. You should. I didn't know he was coming out with one. We didn't talk about that. But maybe he does. Pat's got great videos. He really does a great job. Especially like music theory type stuff and explaining that. He's great. JJ's House of Jams. Will you guys be at NAMM this winter? Somebody asked that question. I've been asked that question a lot recently. And the answer is, I don't know. I am not 100% sure. It depends. Maybe. Cam Demand says, so there's a Chevy and a Ford. Who's going to... Whoa.
Ooh, that slipped up. Scroll down.
What happened?
It just refreshed.
Oh, it skipped. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Chevy and Ford, who's going to be the equivalent in guitars and amps in, say, 50 years? You know, it's probably the same thing it already is. Gibson and Fender. I think Gibson and Fender are the Chevy and Ford of the guitar industry. So I don't think they're probably going anywhere at this point. I mean, even with Gibson's, all their issues, you know, they'll probably just keep getting bought and sold.
Yeah.
You know, new management, new ownership.
Right.
But I think they're a legacy brand at this point in time. Someone will just buy the name, you know, But I think it's Gibson and Fender. I don't see that changing in the next 50 years probably. I mean, look at Martin. Martin's been around for over 100 years, you know, and they're still one of the pioneer go-to acoustic brands that's still in business. So I mean, for over 100 years, Martin is their legacy is still going. So I think Gibson and Fender.
You said greetings from Greece. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Right there.
Wow. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Korkykatt.
I think it's like Corky Cat.
Korkykatt. Greetings from Greece. I'm working here at the moment. I've been a sub for a few months and I thoroughly enjoy your vids. Keep up the great work. Your thoughts on the Seymour Duncan Little 59 pubs? Ah, okay. That's a good question. I have actually had some guitars here that had a Little 59 in it. When we were formerly Chapman guitar dealers. So a couple of theirs came with the Little 59. I thought it was cool. I liked it actually. If you have a single coil basically shaped guitar with those kind of pickups, dropping a Little 59 in there seems great. I would do that because I'm not really into single coil sounds so much, but I do like, if I had one that was designed that way, I would probably put a Little 59 in there. I like it. I think it's a cool pickup. So.
I don't think there was anything other than ZZ Top has used a 4-string cigar box before. That's cool. And then Adam Lynch. What's the next one?
Humphrey Peak says hello from Thailand. God bless you both. Thank you.
Hello, that's cool.
I guy said best advice for an older guy trying to learn.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Take your time. Give yourself a lot of grace, and have fun.
Yeah. Take your time. Don't give up. Try to play as often as you can. Just keep going. It takes a while.
It does. Sometimes
it takes a while. It takes a while for kids. I've got kids who are like, this is kind of hard. I'm like, yeah, it is, but keep trying and you'll get it.
Yeah.
But we'll try. Of course, I have kids who are like, this is tough. I didn't really practice this week.
Yeah.
This is tough. I didn't practice this week. I'm like, well, yeah, if you don't practice, it's going to be even tougher. But so you got to put in the time and realize that sometimes it's slow going in the beginning. So just keep going. Don't quit.
Just keep swinging.
Yeah. If you get frustrated, take a break for a minute.
Right.
And come back to it. Just realize that's completely normal. You're going to get frustrated.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
It is tough. Let's see. Adam Lynch says, I have my first live performance next week at J&W's Open Mic Night. Any suggestions for first time on stage playing in front of folks? Any advice? First time on stage?
Have fun. Be personable. Act like you're just talking to a group of old friends. Even if you have to introduce yourself like, hey guy, hey, what's your name? Hey, I'm glad, whatever it is. It's always about being personable. People ask us all the time, like, how do you get up there? Y'all are so relaxed on recitals and talking. It's like, because we talk to these people. Some of them we've never met before because they're parents that we've never, grandparents or uncles and aunts that we've never seen before. But I think that we keep it so personable on stage, and we cut jokes and, it's like we're having a conversation with them. We're not just sitting there very, starched, sterile, announcing, and the next child is, we try to keep it light and tell a story about the kid or, about our journey or the instruments that they play and stuff like that. So in any performance, even whenever we're up in front of the town, if we're on stage playing at a festival or something like that, we usually try to talk into the microphone like we are talking to friends. To me, that calms my nerves and makes it a little bit easier to sit there while people are just staring at you. Another thing is just like, know your stuff.
Yeah, be able to play your songs inside and out, backwards, forwards, eyes closed.
And if you do mess up, which happens, or if the sound guy messes up, or if the string breaks, or You know, little things. Just roll with the punches. Be able to laugh at yourself and just don't take things seriously, because nothing is more of a buzzkill than a musician who is just so uptight that the littlest thing sets them off, and then you see this stressed out, mad person on stage, just taking it out on everybody around him. So just take everything with a grain of sand.
Yeah, and just have fun. And it's a journey. It's like anything else. It's going to be probably weird and awkward a little bit the first time, but no one's going to throw tomatoes or beer bottles at you.
If they do.
But if they do, just dodge real quick.
Grab it and chunk it back. No,
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. They might like it. I don't know.
Yeah. But, just keep doing it. It'll be one of those things, the more you do it, the more you'll kind of get used to the feeling of playing live and the excitement and the adrenaline. And, you'll kind of get used to it, I guess. I can't even remember the last time first time I played like in front of an audience. I don't even remember when that was.
Yeah.
And it's been so many times since then. And like, I don't really get nervous about that stuff. But have we watched Loner Caveman? Have you watched the Dark Crystal series?
No.
I don't even remember the original movie. I think I might have watched the original.
I went
movie
back
once.
and I watched the original. I never had seen it all the way through. If I did, I blocked it out of my mind. Because as a little kid, I was very sensitive to certain things like that, especially Jim Henson related. That gave me nightmares. So I went back just like, what was it, like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, or something like that. I went back and I watched it, the original Dark Crystal again. And I actually, like a couple of days ago, I actually watched the making of Dark Crystal that's on Netflix right now.
Of the original.
Of the new one. They had clips and they had like pictures and stills of the original one, which was really neat to see Jim Henson, because Jim Henson's daughters participated in the making of the new series that Netflix teamed up with them about. And so that was interesting, but I have no intention of watching the series. It creeps me out. I don't care for it like at all. That part of me is, I don't know what it is about that type of puppetry or story. I don't know what it is, but my sensitivities to that just gives me just a creepy feeling. I just can't handle it.
Too creepy.
It's way too creepy.
It's like E.T.
Yeah, I cannot do that. What he just said. I don't even like talking about it.
Stephen Holt says, Ernie Ball, you don't know what you're missing. I used Ernie Ball strings way back in the day for quite a period of time. And they always broke on me. And as soon as I switched strings, I stopped having broke strings. It wasn't the guitar. It was switching string bands. So I don't know. But, that was 30 years ago. So let's see. Howdy from Cyprus. Joe McKinney. Howdy from Cyprus. Glad to see you guys live. Been a while since I've been able to tune in. Well, thank you for tuning in, Joe. Appreciate it, man.
He said LD said he'll come in. He's in Jewett.
Yeah.
He's above John Harpole's comment. What if you
he says, what if you like the Ernie Ball strings? I don't know. I like D'Addario a lot, not only because they're great strings, which they are, but also the company has been very nice to us.
And you do not like change.
And I fear change.
100%.
Why change? Things are great.
100%.
You could change and things could be bad.
And you can tell by the type of guitar he purchases, the type of things that he does.
So you want me to purchase another guitar that's different?
No.
That's kind of that's what I heard. Time to buy a new guitar that's different.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Metalhead Hippie says, any thoughts on G&L Tellys? They're good. They're good if you like Tellys. I don't love Tellys. I'm not a big time Telly guy.
It was tickling me. It's my hair. Yeah.
It was you. You tickled yourself. Let's see.
Hello from Hawaii.
All right. Hawaii.
Wow.
How are you?
Yeah.
We used to have friends in Hawaii. I think they moved now.
Yeah. Quite a few people have moved.
They're in wherever The Hague is. I don't know. Camden Man, did y'all see BC Rich was very active this summer, dropping new models, teasing updated website, and bringing hype to their social media platforms? Then nothing. Was it short-lived? I didn't see a lot. I knew there was some. Some chitter chatter about BC Rich and them doing some stuff, and yeah, it seemed like it kind of died off really quickly. So
yeah,
but I'm not a big BC Rich fan. I like the one that Slash played. I think it was the Mockingbird that he played in "You Could Be Mine" video with Terminator 2. That was the only BC Rich I really kind of liked. So. Sean Zimmerman said, "Never shows everyone live anymore on YouTube. Sucks. I've been on here the whole time you were live, and in my subs it never showed up. Just saw your live. Decided recommendations. BS YouTube. Oh man, yeah. Sorry about that, man. It's
sometimes
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's YouTube's weird like that. Make sure you thumbs up and like and all that good stuff.
Ring the bell.
If you're always commenting and liking things, then YouTube goes, oh, they like this channel. We should make sure we show that to them more. So, if you engage, if the channels you engage with are usually they're gonna try to make sure you see that stuff, but sometimes they don't. Let's see. Oh, I lost my place. Loner Caveman said, my family thought the Dark Crystal was creepy, especially the Chamberlain. I haven't watched it.
Oh
so
yeah, what is it? The circuses or something. The vulture things. Yeah. What I thought was interesting is the voice actors that they have. I couldn't tell you the actual actors' names. I've seen them in other things, but I thought that would be Simon Pegg is actually one of the actor voiceovers. That's the only one that I could tell you. But I will not. Watching it. Sorry.
John Harpole said the CMG Mark is a great T-style player. It is great.
Yeah.
John, we have got those in. I'd order one for somebody, and it came in, and I tested it and tried it out, and it was great. I really liked it. I think because it's the 24 3/4 inch scale length. The scale length on the Mark is comfort zone. It's like home for me. Right. So I do like it. We have one coming. We have another Mark coming. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks. It was a custom order for one of our amazing customers, and it should be showing up. Hopefully within 2 weeks. They're refining how they do their reveal binding, so they're tweaking some stuff to that, and so it'll be the first one where they've got their new machine processing for their reveal binding. So I'm really interested to see that and play on it.
Yeah.
Because maybe I need a Mark. I don't know. Let's see.
Cypress. Joe McKinney. He said Hawaii sounds way better than Cypress.
Hawaii sounds way better than Cypress.
Hawaii sounds better right now. Yeah, it does. Sound the ocean. Sean
said, are those two Ashleys on the right, Orange Burst and Black Silver Burst? What's the price on them? Well, those aren't for sale. I mean, so all these ones on the top rack are my guitars.
Aren't they?
No. No. So this top row are my
those
guitars.
Are all his babies.
Yeah, I brought those in to answer an earlier question about Schecters. And so now the kind of Georgia Sunset one is typically like a $7.99. There's nothing particularly special about that one. I say mechanically. Other than it is the magic serial number that goes with our wedding anniversary, 326. It's number 326, which our anniversary is March 26th. So, it's iGuy.
iGuy with what?
He's the one who got the Dazzle Burst Mark.
Oh,
hey,
so that
awesome.
was me.
Yeah, that was a cool
I was
guitar.
like, why is he saying think that was me? Oh, because you said that we have an awesome game.
We had a custom one.
I'm slow right now.
Awesome.
I need some foods.
Yeah, it's 9:21
I need
p.m.
to text
Texas.
Paul.
We haven't
Where
had
are
any
you?
food.
Can you bring me some food?
But those are, basically, we have done some upgrades to that CMG Ashley. Like, I replaced the pickups myself. It's got EMGs in it. When we were in Georgia this past May, I actually had them put some abalone fret markers on it because it didn't have any fret markers. And so while we were there picking up the custom, I had them add the fretboard markers for me, which is very nice of them.
Right.
But basically, their base model like that starts $799. The CMG RNA Custom, which is next to it, that is really, I underpriced them when we ran them the first time. It really should be about like $13.50, $13.99, because it's a custom shop, basically, with a lot of upgrades and stuff added to it. But
I'm about to text Paul.
to what? To bring us food?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We do ship though. We do ship, Sean. So
We're gonna have Nicholas cook us a pizza.
yeah. We do ship. We've shipped stuff all over the United States for sure. Shipped to Hawaii, shipped to Alaska. We have shipped to the UK before a couple of times. Shipped to Australia twice, which this last time was honestly a nightmare dealing with it. So I don't do very much. We don't do international shipping. Makes me a little nervous, and most of the time when we've done it, it's been like somebody I actually knew pretty well.
Right.
So and someone we had a relationship with. So I felt better about shipping overseas that way.
Adds too much stress. Excuse me.
Let's see, Dazzle Burst Mark. Yeah, that one was fantastic. That was the first Mark I ever played, and I really liked it. Of course, he had humbuckers in it, which was great. He had the DiMarzio, I think it had DiMarzio, right, humbuckers in it, and it was super cool. So, Terry Himes says, I don't think I've ever caught you two live. We don't do live all the time. We probably should, and now that we kind of figured out
a good way where the picture looks pretty good.
Yeah, you guys tell us. So this is the first time we've really gone live just using frickin' iPhone.
Yeah, this is all this is.
So the iPhone's like right there. My iPhone 6. It's not even a fancy iPhone. It's like a 6. So, but it seems to be working pretty good compared to, I tried to live stream with the MacBook Pro before, and it does okay. But, I guess this is the way to do it. Now, we can't see the screen because we got it faced, so it's the good camera.
All we see is the delayed,
Yeah. I can show you what, if I don't accidentally turn off the Mac.
Yeah.
My Mac has problems from sometimes it accidentally shuts off, but yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess now that we know that if we stream it the right way with the iPhone, it'll be pretty good. So, yeah. Cam Demand has a question for Angela. Angela, which guitar Ryan owns is your favorite? Maybe top 3.
Oh, so the top 3 favorite or the top?
What's my favorite guitar? Favorite guitar of mine that. Your favorite guitar that I own, or maybe top 3?
Let's see. Okay, top 3. I would say his Explorer.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it's been with us from the beginning. So,
yeah.
Let's see. The Explorer would be number 1 because it's been with us since before me. So, and then what's another one? I think maybe the Ocho.
The Ocho.
Yes.
Which is here, by the way.
Yes, I like the Ocho because I like the story behind it.
Yeah.
And I like that it's the way it actually looks.
It is really pretty.
It's a very pretty guitar. And I like that it has a name. Like it came with a name.
It came with a name. I didn't give it that name.
No. I like that, and then our CMG Ashley,
The
Our
anniversary one.
our anniversary one.
326.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got a magic number.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a magic number.
So the picture's good. Live works. Picture is good. Video is great. Could be louder though.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, it's just the microphone on the phone. So let's see. Six in line says, "I like to order a single 0.73 millimeter nylon pick. Ships to Oz." I don't have any nylons. I do have some 0.73 millimeters, but not nylons. We could probably work something out though, because I could put that in a regular envelope.
Yeah.
We could put that in an envelope and mail it, and not have to do like
ridiculous
import duties and taxes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Denny says, "I like the live stream. Can't always watch. Apparently the Astros won. Somebody said something about the Astros.
Yay, Astros."
Let's see. Thoughts on a replacement speaker for our Marshall DSL 15C for rock and metal? Let's see. What color is in that?
That's all the way from Hawaii.
From Hawaii. A V30. Celestian V30 always sounds good. I don't know if that's what's in there already. The V30s are good. What else do I like? Eminence speakers are good. I like those. I've used the Eminence 7080, which is a more affordable. I think it's the Eminence. Is that right? No, it's the Celestian 7080. Celestian. I have those in one of my 2x12 cabs, and it does pretty well for the hard rock and metals. Yeah, Joe McKinney says probably comes with a 7080. I actually like the 7080, but if you want something a little bit different, put a V30 in it. You can't really go wrong with that. I mean, I don't know how many Mesa cabs have V30s. Mine has V30s. Sounds good. I mean, they're old, but they work. Let's see. Angela Metalhead Happy with a question. Angela, have you ever had to tell someone they can't sing for crap and they should just give up? If so, how did you deal with it? I know I can't sing and wouldn't take lessons.
I have not ever told anybody that they should give up. Yeah, I have told people that they needed it.
Go ahead.
Much improvement on their singing. The issue that I've always faced was that there are people who will come to me, mostly younger kids. I would say the young teens who have this kind of cocky mentality because they have been told over and over again that their voices are amazing. You should take lessons to hone your skill, and they don't have anything really foundational, anything to stand on. And once they sing, they kind of look at me like how'd you like that? And then I have to go, hold on, let me sharpen my pen and pop that bubble real quick. So I usually have to do that, and I've told them, like, well, let me tell you all the things that we're going to have to work on because you're sorely missing in these departments. But no, I've never told anybody that they can quit. I actually had not a young man, he was, I don't know, how old was he, like 62, 63?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Early 60s?
Yes, early 60s. And he came in because he wanted to sing at work. And I think I've told this story before, but he wanted to sing at work because they would play modern songs over the loud system, and he would sing out loud, and people would tell him to just stop it. You suck. Just don't do this to us. So he was like, I want to sing so I can sing at work because they always play these amazing songs, and his favorite song was Poker Face by Lady Gaga.
Poker Face.
So he would sing, and he was always like 2 steps down or 2 steps up. It was not, it was just bad. And he was like, there's no hope for me, is there? I think I'm tone deaf. And that's another misconception about being tone deaf. Tone deaf is actually like either you're born with it where you're borderline deaf, like you can't hear tonal pitches and you are actually deaf, or some damage has happened to your inner ear where you have issues hearing, and that's an overall thing. It's not tone deaf. Like, there might be an alteration, like you miss it a little bit, but you can kind of correct that, and that's all it was. It was just literally pinpointing. And he was like, I should just stop singing, shouldn't I? And I was like, no, don't stop singing. This is completely correctable. You're almost there. We just need to fix your ear so you can pick up the tune. And it's just like playing Simon Says with the song. Don't try to overshoot it, like you're throwing a basketball. Just mimic it. Just mimic the song. And you hear it, now mimic it. And so we got him. We got him where he needed to be. And most people, unless you've actually had damage or you were born with a birth defect, you can correct your voice. Everybody can. Yeah.
People think that was something I read in a book by like a professional voice coach, like who coaches like stars, like famous people.
Well, Melissa Cross.
Yeah, it's like you can't be tone deaf unless you actually have damage to the ear. And if you were literally tone deaf, you couldn't enjoy music. If you think about it, really, like you can't distinguish tones. It's like being being colorblind.
Right.
Everything's black and white.
Yeah, so green and browns and stuff like you can't. It's
you
may
may not be very good at controlling your voice. You may not, but with training you can get better. So, Terry Himes said, "I've been behind videos. It looks like Angela's hair grew a foot longer."
Yeah.
Overnight.
My hair grows really fast. It just does. I don't know what else to say.
Well, what happens is she normally wears her hair up in a bun.
Oh, I do, and
90% of the time.
That is my go-to. I'll just twist this bad boy up, and a lot of times too, y'all normally see me with curly hair, and with my curls, because they're spirally curls, it'll shrink up like probably that much. It'll be here. With my curls.
But you're going curly.
I straightened it today because it's getting cooler and my hair needs a vacation, and I do certain stages so it will help promote growth. I put my hair through stages, so I don't keep it one way or another, so it actually stimulates my scalp and blah 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 blah. Anyways.
Continue.
Yes.
Look how huge this Texas
I know,
cup
it's
is.
just like whatever.
Man, I bet Alaska doesn't have coffee cups like this. I'm sure they don't.
I would love for him to get one. Please, Metalhead, just go ahead.
An Alaska cup?
Yes.
I don't think they exist.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, is that Adam Lamar?
It is Adam Lamar.
So you have to find now a replacement for Pepper Jacks. Have you found? Because I know Austin has some amazing eateries.
Is there an Austin equivalent of Pepper Jacks, Adam?
Yes. And let me know, please. Because you'll have to bring some to us.
Let's see. Cam Demand with a legit question.
What?
Says, so after joining a bigger worship group, I've been starting to wonder, when does the line between worship and concert get crossed? The leader is pretty ego-driven and plays a lot for himself, it seems.
Yikes.
Uh-oh. About to get real up in here. Real.
So when does the line between worship and concert get crossed? All the time. A lot. It just is. It is what it is, actually. I don't think congregations understand how to genuinely worship, so that line gets crossed all the time. And since there really isn't a school of worship, and in Bible school, I went, like, if those of you don't know, I went to Bible school. And even in Bible school, they kind of teach you to perform. So even though they do kind of drill in the worship aspect of it, a lot of people don't know how to genuinely worship. They don't know how to just sit back, and most people don't even know how to meditate. And a lot of that is true worship is meditation.
People don't know how to pray.
They don't know how to pray. They don't know how to relax. So to be able to sit and not go into concert mode, most people, they just want to sit and stare and look at the technicality of everything, especially when you add screens behind you and lights and all this stuff. It just, unless your congregation wants to get rid of everything like that and go down to the basics, like Matt Redman wrote Heart of Worship because he was like, I'm tired of all this, ridiculousness. This is not about that. This is about worshiping God. And until churches want to do that and get rid of the screens and the lights and the camera and the action, people are going to respond to it as a concert. And theretofore, you're going to raise up a generation of worship leaders as basically frontmen. And I honestly cannot handle worship like that. I can't stand it. I was a part of it. I literally walked off the stage in the middle of it. There's something about, and I don't believe this way, but there's something about like even Eastern chants and like where people are just sitting in a room and they're just humming and singing and meditating because they're trying to connect to something bigger than who they are, because they understand there's something bigger than who they are. There's something about that, just that solitude of just entering into a presence that most people don't know how to do. And having a 5, 6, 7, 8 worship set is never going to get people to that place. There might be a few people who do this on their own that can help the situation, but for the most part, most people in a congregation setting, they don't listen to Christian music every day. Mm-hmm. And when they go for entertainment, if they go for entertainment to listen to music, they're going to bands who perform like concerts. And so for them, when they come to a congregational setting and they see a stage and they see drum set and they see amps and they see microphones and they see these people dressed the way, they look cool, the guys have their skinny jeans and their hair cut a certain way, they automatically, they've already placed grooves in their brain to associate this thing with body, muscle, memory into concert mode. So it's hard to...
They're conditioned to...
Completely 100% conditioned to a concert instead of actual worship. But then now we have this generation of men and women who want to be Hillsong, they want to be Elevation Church, they want to be Bethel, and they aren't helping the situation at all. As much as I love their music, they're not helping get rid of that stigma of show instead of reverence.
A couple people having to call it a night.
Yeah.
Joe McKinney, good night. It's 4:30. Gotta get 4:30. Ooh, that is early in the morning.
No.
Lord, Jesus. Have mercy. Dry Heat, 480. Says, first time commenting, but never missed an episode. Or a thumbs up. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
John Harpole's got to hit the hay. Metalhead lost you guys. I think we phased out or something, but yeah, that's a tough one, man. We could do a whole video.
Yeah,
just on
Denny's
that.
comment said, worship is not a performance to get the applause of the audience, people in the pew. Literally, it means kiss the hand of God. Worship is where we praise God, not entertain people.
It's not. It should be entertaining.
Yes, it's not. But people don't know that. And
yeah.
Christian music, Christian radio is not helping this situation because it's entertaining. It's
really
creating a culture that's missing the point. Nothing new coming out?
No, he's talking to Adam. He wants to know.
Oh, gotcha.
Adam Lamar. Hashtag, how's your album coming, Adam?
Oh no. Dun, dun, dun.
People want to know what's up with the Werefoot.
You're awesome. Let's see. Freebies or Chipotle, but there's hecka good eateries.
Hecka good.
Heck. Yeah. If you find out a burrito,
yeah,
ask around. You know the locals know it. You know the raspberries. I know her.
Uh-oh. They're saying the signal went out. Let's see if we got... Oh, we should be good. It's still streaming. It's still streaming back here. Are we still? Can you guys still see
I
us?
see you. Loner Caveman says, I see you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if there was a...
Who's Raspberries? I know her. I don't know who that is.
That's probably your friend with the 2 giant German Shepherds.
Brandy? Is that
Brandy?
you?
Is that Brandy?
I don't know.
It's Metalhead. It could have been his Alaskan internet. It's, you know.
He sent some vibes.
Good night, Camden Man.
Baby man.
Festival of the Trumpets.
Oh, yes, that's right. Hi. She's the one I told you that we got a new subscriber while we were there.
Okay.
Yes, she's friends with Jessica.
Hi. How are you?
That's awesome. Sonic Grace says it's good here. Cool beans.
Well, I'm kind of excited that we figured out a way to, because we're looking at YouTube on the laptop, the camera quality looks really good. Right. I don't know what the sound is like. I guess it could be louder, someone said, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So if we can do it this way going forward, we'll probably do some more live stuff until we can get some better, maybe technology to make this all better. But yeah, I think using the stupid phone is a lot better. I guess if I bought a really nice webcam, and mounted it to
better
this.
Internet.
Yeah, we'll go over to the Bitter Bassman's office because his internet
sitting outside.
Yeah, we'll sit on the porch.
Flashlight.
Sit on the porch at Bitter Bassman's office because his internet is blazing fast, but there won't be sweet guitars in the background.
Right.
Oh, it's all right. Dry Heat says all good. Terry Hobbs all good. Could have been Metalhead.
Sound is just fine. Awesome.
Okay, thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. We've struggled over the years to live stream.
Oh my gosh, it has been ups and downs. You can see the evolution of even all of our video sound quality and everything. Streaming glitch. Ryan's beard is past his knees. Angela has a Rapunzel thing going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can go back. If you go back far enough in the Ask RNAs, there's some live streams from like 2014,
something like that.
Ish. And
when we were numbering them.
Yeah. I'm still trying to go back and
what did we call
them.
it? We didn't say Ask RNA. We said
FAQ Friday.
FAQ Friday. Yes.
Yeah. I've gone back slowly from the beginning, trying to number them.
50.
I've been trying to go back and number them, so I finally get caught up and we'll know like this is number 187 or something, or 222. I don't even know.
I don't even know. We've been doing this for a long time.
A couple of years now.
Yes, and we've only honestly skipped maybe a handful of Fridays where we've not been on there.
We've been there for the most part. 16 watching. Oh, 2 thumbs down.
Boo.
2 people are not happy with their life. I'm going to thumbs it up, though. I like us.
Yes, me too. So everybody who's watching, make sure you give us a thumbs up because you're awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys so much.
Paul said he just went and got a chocolate shake from Sonic and now he's feeling guilty.
He should feel guilty.
I was like, where's mine?
Yeah.
Your pizza's almost done cooking, Nicholas says.
Nice. Metalhead Hippie said, try a new streaming site called StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Never heard it. Have to check into it.
Yeah. Does it have like type Facebook where you just create a profile and just jump right in? You have to invite people, like a community type thing?
I don't know. We'll have to look into it. So let's see where we're sitting.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. I'm scrolling. Oh, there we go.
Maybe scrolling.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got our 22 thumbs ups.
Oh, look at 23. Oh
Thanks
my gosh. Thank you guys. You're so nice. It makes me feel better about those 2 thumbs downs.
Oh, yeah. I think we're just hoping that they hiccuped and they actually only touched the thumb down.
Okay. He says Ben Coombs uses it. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Sonic Grace, for the thumbs up.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I have
you,
a theory. I consistently get at least 1 thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty regularly. Not all the time.
Don't say who you think it is.
I'm not going to say who I think it is, but I know who it is. I know who it is.
We know who you are.
I know who you are, but it's fine. It doesn't really bother me because YouTube doesn't care if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. They just see engagement. They go, wow, they got engagement? Awesome.
Yes.
So the more you engage, whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down,
yeah.
honestly, it helps.
People,
channels.
honestly, when you see that there's like a bunch of thumbs down, you think, what's going on? Why?
What did they say?
say?
I don't want to watch it.
It's like driving past a car wreck. You're like, what happened?
What's going
Oh my
on?
goodness. You know?
Yeah. All right. I think we were all caught up on questions.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. That's true.
Folks are weird. Yeah.
Still like Sonic, so it wouldn't melt. We're live.
Yeah, the bitter bass man's getting ice cream. All right. I think we're caught up with all the questions up to this point.
Yes, if you want us to answer any more questions before we sign off, now's the time.
Yeah.
The time has come, the walrus said.
Oh, okay. Good question. Loner Caveman. Ryan, you ever play country?
Yes, Ryan. Tell us about your country experience.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them. That should take no time at all.
5 minutes.
Yes. So, I mean, I grew up in Texas, right?
Yes.
Grew up, so, you know, as a kid, there was always country music playing on the radio, so I've certainly heard it my whole life. Never played it much. There was one, played some drums, like country drum stuff. Like we used to play a song at church when I was in my 20s that was very much a country train beat kind of thing. Chicka 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 chicka. I actually really enjoyed playing that on drums.
Yeah.
It was actually...
I Saw the Light?
No, it was something else. I can't remember the name of the Happy Song.
Oh,
it was the Happy Song.
Yeah.
By like an English band.
Yes.
But it was the whole like country thing.
Yes.
So I actually enjoyed playing that on drums quite a bit. Lately,
I forgot about that.
we've been playing. I have some students who are really into country, and so we've done. Well, we did Jolene. I played Jolene with a student at a recital. We've done a couple of what's his name, Pat Green.
Yes.
A couple of Pat Green songs.
Yes.
Sing songs about Texas. That's my favorite one.
Amarillo.
He has a song called "I Sing Songs About Texas."
Yeah.
You should go check it out, Pat Green. I don't think I've ever heard one songs about Alaska. I'm sure there are songs about
There
Alaska.
probably are.
There's probably more songs. There's probably bigger songs about Alaska than there are about Texas. So a couple Pat Green songs. Right now we're doing, it's, what's his name? Is it Clint Black? Who's like the most #1 country songs ever? George Strait. George Strait, Clint Black, same dude.
Nope.
No. We're doing some George Strait songs.
Is the king of country.
Yeah.
He's the king.
A Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, that's not George.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, Darius Rucker's version.
His version. He didn't write it.
Hootie and the Blowfish's version.
Hootie and the Blowfish, Wagon Wheel. So I play country stuff with some of our kiddos.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I don't mind it. I don't really hate it. Some of it's really cool, actually. Some of the songs. And some of them, the more you play them, the more catchy they get. Yeah, Sonic Grace said, stay busy in a band, you got to play country.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you want a gig around here, like on the regulars, classic rock or country.
Right.
Mostly country. Yeah.
Well, we've had friends, or not friends, people
we know.
acquaintances, who have completely changed their voice in order to fit into the country community.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So before where they would go, itsy bitsy spider, they're like, it's a bitsy spider. I'm like, really? That's not your speaking voice at all. You do not have that thick of an accent. Sorry. But, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if someone wanted to pay me significant amounts of money, I would totally play some country.
100%.
I'm not above it for the
Not
money.
below it.
I go use it to buy like heavy metal guitars. But
Right.
dry heat. Are there any pictures of Ryan clean shaven other than baby pics?
I don't think there's any pics. We might actually
As a
have
child,
one.
not a baby, but you know,
I think we might actually have one.
some high school pictures.
Yes, and then like you have a very thin goatee or something that's very close to almost not being there, but not 100% clean shaven. I don't know. Did we take one picture from when we were in Tulsa? It might be on the computer somewhere. Remember when you shaved in Tulsa?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I remember that.
So I
That
think
one
there's
time.
a picture of you like, kind of just like.
That one time over a decade ago where I was completely clean shaven for a short period.
Yeah.
There ain't many.
Mm-mm.
There ain't many, that's for sure. Like ever since I graduated high school, I've always had at least a goatee.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the chops in the goatee.
Yeah, he did that. He did that choppy.
The little chin
chops,
strap.
Chin strap for a long
Connect to the
time.
goatee. Not just the chops.
No,
Couldn't do that.
No, it was like all straight down into that goatee. And he
Yeah.
was just meticulous about it. It was like, he would measure it and lean in and lift up his goatee and make sure it was like clean.
That was a lot.
Watching ourselves relive the moment.
Yeah. It was a lot of work to have the little chin strap goatee thing. So this is much easier.
Yeah.
It's like no shaving.
Yeah.
I've only had like the big beard for like
2 years now?
4 years.
Oh, wow.
I was scrolling through pictures on when
Good
Doug
Lord.
was here earlier.
Has it been that long? It's
Yeah.
time to shave, babe.
2015.
Since we're live, shouldn't we just go ahead and shave you live on?
I was telling Jesse the other day, I'm thinking about going back to like a 6-month beard.
Yes.
He's like, if you do, let me know. I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
cut it and trim it for you, shape it, make it look
Nice and
right. So it'll be.
I just honestly, but I do not like the trend of beards that are like almost like those Greco-Roman where there's no fluidity to it. It's like this matted, like it's so shaped. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost fro-esque. Like it doesn't really.
It's too sculpted.
It's too sculpted. I don't like those.
He says, great, I have Ryan picture as a teen with the same beard.
Yeah.
Hey, go back. I mean, we have like 10 years of YouTube videos.
I don't think you really had much of a beard when we were dating. Like when we were first dating, you didn't have much of one.
Paul DeJaro says, I could have had your beard length in 2 days, just saying. Not anymore, Paul.
No.
Now you can't.
You can't, sir.
You're cursed.
Eat your ice cream.
You're cursed.
What was it? There was another one. Was it Ryan Country Vanilla? Yeah. I know. We're trying to get Paul to bring us some ice cream.
Shafaran Ghani,
Mm-hmm.
I hope I said your name right, says, hi RNA, it's been a while since the last video I follow. Hard to catch your time as I live on the other side of the world. Great videos as always. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad we don't normally do live stuff very often. And this is certainly not this long. But Paul says he's sick because he did eat ice cream. It was too much. That's what you get.
You should have brought us some.
Should have shared it. Now you're going to have to go run 6 miles.
Do some push-ups.
Yes,
on the other side of the world. There's a few of you on the other side of the world. I don't know how far of you are on the other side of the world, but we have an Australian on here.
We've got Australians. We got people from all over.
There's someone from Greece, and of course Hawaii's going back the other way.
People from all over the table.
Back in time, not forwards in time.
Oh, that's a good question. Manly 1979. Do you guys think that NAMM is basically irrelevant now? You know what? I think it's probably, in a way, it kind of is. Because I know that there are a lot of, it's a trade show for the companies to show off the new products so that store owners, like me, or like the corporate people who own Guitar Center and Sam Ash and all that stuff can go see the new products, decide what they want to buy, place their orders for the entire year or whatever, and just to see the products firsthand. So, but now because of the internet, you can watch videos and see pictures and see sound samples of all the products. So I think it's less necessary than it's been in the past. But
I mean to kick you.
But sorry. But now though it's part of the hype machine. It's part of the marketing of our industry.
Right.
So I don't think it's ever going to stop. If people stop going, if more manufacturers stop going to it and paying the price, they'll just lower the price. They're like, oh, half of our manufacturers didn't come this year. It's too expensive. They'll lower the price.
Right.
They'll come back, right? But right now, it's really just mostly a marketing thing. Even more so than signing up dealers or getting dealers to do their deals and make all the deals. Because a lot of times they're doing that now before NAMM ever even happens. But no, I don't think it's so relevant. I think it still has its place, and it still gets a ton of traffic to it. Let's see. You can fit 2.5 Texases in Alaska. Just saying. Can you though?
He thinks that's a conspiracy.
I think.
There was one that's like, 6 line in line just said he moved to Tasmania.
Tasmania. Down in Tasmania.
That's cool. I would like to go to Tasmania. That's neat. Nicholas is here with our pizza.
Our son is here.
Started letting my beard grow a year ago. Mine grows slow, about 3.2 inches, 2.2 inches now. Let's see. Alaska is mostly wilderness, I believe, Terry Himes said. I like the guys that...
Mostly oil.
Yeah, it's mostly... I have a friend, actually, a brother or friend, Tara.
You want to go look?
Come say hi to everybody. We're live. Look at Dad's phone.
Hi, who?
YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Oh, I'm not even in here.
Yes, you will be. Just talk. It's not...
Hello.
Yeah. It'll catch up, see? Look.
Oh, there I am. You get down there and see, this is what Ryan looks like without a beard.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. If you want to know what Ryan looks like without a beard, that was it. Exactly. Hair and everything. You have half, I have half. No? Nicholas is going to have to make me one? Or go get... Nicholas can go to Taco Bell and get me some tacos, right, bro? Ryan's eating my pizza. More land without people love it. More for me to plan. I've heard that. Okay, so what I was saying before Nicholas came in was I have a friend from high school, Tara Rorick. Her brother, it's Tara Day now, but Tara's brother Brian does no. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that.
I'll go to Taco Bell.
Does tours up the mountains, and he just went on a hunting trip, and they shot an elk or something like that, and they went to the cabin and they skinned it, cleaned it, and they're like, our families are going to be able to eat for months now, and everything, and they see them like going back, and he's like pulling this kayak and stuff, and it's just full of like wrapped meat and like parchment paper and twine, and he has the elk's antlers on his back through his backpack, it is the craziest stuff. He should have a YouTube channel himself. Was awesome. But I've always wanted to go out there and see what he does and do one of his tours. I think that would be really cool. Okay, now I'm gonna go eat something really quick. I'm waiting for something from you.
So I just had some pizza. I didn't want to eat in front of you because you don't want to see pizza in the beard.
Yes.
Beans or no beans in your chili? Manly 1979. No beans.
Both.
Angela says both. I prefer no beans in my chili, but I have eaten chili with beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on the bean.
Paul DeJaro says, I have pictures of him without a beard. Paul knows nothing. Paul has nothing. Do not pay attention to Paul. There are no pictures without a beard, Paul.
Pay no attention to the Italian not sharing ice cream.
Yeah. He don't know. Terry Himes says, Alaska big, cold, Texas big, warm. Just saying. Oh, for the right price, he will post them.
Yeah.
I have pictures of Paul in the craziest clothing you've ever seen an East Texan wear. I will share them as well.
Mm-hmm.
If he leaks
Paul
photos
looking
of
like
me,
he's a guest cast member of a different world.
when Paul was on A Different World, he says, no shame. Ain't no shame in Paul's game.
Mm-hmm.
That was some, yeah. JJ's House of Jam says, there's early RNA videos of you without a beard, Ryan. Yeah. I mean, there's a goatee. There's facial hair. There's facial hair, but there's no total clean shaven videos, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
But there is very, very tiny goatee videos.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back. I mean, we have 1,300 YouTube videos. Go check them out. JJ's House of Jams. He knows what's up.
Hey.
He's a real viewer. I'm going to sip on my huge cup right now. Any guesses on what the beverage of the evening is?
Mm-hmm.
Texas sweet tea, maybe? I don't know.
I'm so hungry. I'm gonna steal some of your crackers.
Those are my crackers.
Oh, they're my crackers.
Paul says vodka. Not vodka, Paul. It's a school night.
Oh my gosh, Paul.
Dang. No vodka on a school night. It is a huge cup of awesomeness. Trying to see what's up with the... How was your pizza?
It was lovely.
Oh, it's 22 people watching now. All right, even more people.
Yeah. I am going to eat on camera.
Bulletproof keto coffee. No. I am not keto coffeeing it. I am drinking keto coffee in the morning.
Yes.
But not in the
Every
evenings.
morning.
Every morning I got my blended keto-friendly coffee.
Mm-hmm. Like a old lady at a church with a peppermint.
Mm-hmm. Pineapple on the pizza.
Yes.
No. What?
You know me. 100% yes. Oh yeah. I don't really care for the Canadian bacon. I like chicken instead. But yeah, it's so good.
No. Metalhead hippie. Any new straps? No, I have not got any more straps. I still have about half a dozen still of the last order of straps here. Okay, good question.
Yeah.
Shafarin Ghani, what do you think of the Katana Mark II? Oh, haven't checked it out. Videos have recently come out with the Katana Mark II. I do have a Katana 50 that I use at home as a practice kind of amp, and I think it sounds really good for that.
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to hear a Mark II in person, so I would like to do that. Check one out in person. Maybe if I go to Denver for the clinic next month, that might be happening. Maybe if Angela and I go to Denver next month.
There you go.
For the clinic. Anthony at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado sells katanas. The amps, not the swords. So maybe we'll get to check one out if we go to that. So I haven't even had a chance to watch videos about it. I've seen that there are videos out about the Mark II katana, but I haven't even had a chance to check them out. So.
Right.
Paul says there's a special place in Hades for pineapple pizza eaters. Well, Angela's not going there.
Right.
She's going to the good place.
Spirit in the sky.
Yeah. Oh, do I have any Demogorgons? I do not. Actually, I didn't really
Is
have.
that the one we
any.
saw in Denver?
Yeah,
Did we have one?
that was an exclusive. The Demogorgon is an exclusive fuzz pedal for Flipside Music.
Yes, Ed Pack. We are still on.
Yes. We did a video about it because Adam Lamar from Warefoot
That's right.
got one
Yes, because he
Ike.
Yes, he brought it to.
And he brought it here, and we shot a little video. It was really Adam's Demogorgon that he got from Ike, but we shot a video about it because we're all friends. And yeah, Stomp Underfoot.
Yeah,
I think is the
it
company.
was really
that
cool
makes those.
graphics on it.
We could have our own pedals made. Stomp Underfoot could probably make us some custom RNA Music pedals.
It was very Scooby-Doo sounding.
It was Scooby-Doo. All right, I think we're all caught up. Still, all right. Any more questions before we call it a night?
That cup is huge.
Any more questions?
This all. Snow. They're getting snow.
Yeah,
awesome.
we're gonna have a cold front tomorrow. It's gonna be like 60 degrees.
Yeah, actually that's right. Because a friend of mine from high school is in Colorado right now, and she said it's really cold right now. Oh, that's right. We didn't answer that because he asked that.
Adam
at
Lynch
the very
said, "What
beginning.
did you get at the Fort Worth Guitar Show?" We got one thing. We got an Any Gig travel guitar.
Yes.
That I will do an unboxing and demo video for. Just haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. They have electric ones, acoustic ones, classical string like nylon ones. They have bass Any Gigs.
Yeah.
You may have seen videos out there. There's some videos out there floating around about them. And I wanted an electric one. Angela wanted an acoustic one. And so we got an acoustic one. Because I think I owe her a lot of things. Yes, I have guitars. But
you do?
I do have a few guitars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so. But I actually used it. We had a student band practice this last Monday night. It was Monday. Good Lord. And it has a piezo pickup in it. You can plug it into an amp. And I was actually really, really happy with how it sounded plugged up.
It was
I was
really
like, wow,
nice.
this is kind of cool. So
It was a really great clean sound.
there will be a video coming up soon for that. I think in about a week from now, we'll probably be somewhat caught up in all of our major projects and crazy things we have going on in our lives. Hopefully we'll be past a few big hurdles.
Maybe.
And then there'll be new stuff, so.
Yes. In January.
Yeah. So hopefully within the next few weeks I'll have an unboxing video for that. I plan on doing that. So 6 in line. If monitors are supposed to be neutral, why are there so many to choose from? I don't think they are all totally. They are not all neutral. They all kind of color the sound a little bit, and also various qualities, right? So mostly there's a lot of different price points. You know, you have cheap ones for people who, I say cheap ones, affordable ones for people who are getting started on a home recording journey, and then you have ones that go up in price, go up in price, go up in price. So they're all going to be different responses, you know.
Right.
Some are more flat than others. Some, you know, some are tweaked differently. But I forget what I have at home. I think I have Mackie monitors actually that I got from Ike at Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado.
Oh my God!
Golly. It's not even on right now.
No.
I should text Ike. What's up? We're live. I said, did you ever experience phasing issues when using 2 amps with distinctly different speakers? I'm not really using any that were distinctly different at the same time. So
Not necessarily.
no, I haven't really. No. Let's see. Metalhead Heavy, Ryan, what pig hog stuff do you have? We've got some cables. I still have some cables over there. I don't think I have anything else right now. Well, Ace Products is the company that owns Pig Hog. But I think right now it's just some electric guitar cables. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly 10 footers. I've sold all the 20 footers and now we're down to 10 footers. So I am going to have to probably put in another Pig Hog order pretty soon. I like their cables though. I've been using them for a while. And they're pretty good. Like I've rolled over them with my chair, dropped them, stepped on them.
Oh my gosh, roll over with the chairs a lot.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
And I've never broken any myself. They've been really good so far. I'm pretty happy with them. Adam Lynch, why aren't you listed on the Orange Dealer search page? I have no idea. We've had that happen before with other companies that like, yeah, we're a dealer. And they just don't, I think if you're not a real big dealer,
right,
they won't do that. Who else was it? Maybe Schecter. I don't know. There's
that's
been a
what
few.
popped up in my mind.
There's been a few companies that are like, we've been a dealer for a while. Why aren't we on there? So, yeah.
He's talking about my makeup.
Oh. Yeah. How big is your cup?
It's just taller.
It's taller, but
right?
mine's bigger. Yeah.
It ensures that it's water. It ensures that I get all my water. So I fill this up at least 3 times, and I get all my water throughout the day. And it still has ice in it. Like I put ice in it probably at like 4 o'clock this afternoon. And it still has ice in it. So I like it.
Yeah, it's like insulated.
It's
This one won't hold ice for that long.
What are they called? What kind of metal they use?
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Is that the British way of saying
I
it?
don't know. Something like that. Mom and Pop matter. Thank you, Adam. I think so. I think they do.
Put that crazy. That was good.
Pasty Gansta is here. Hey, Pasty Gansta says, hey now, thank you for the live stream. You're welcome. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been going for a while.
It is.
So we're probably going to have to wrap it up in a little bit. They're talking about monitors. KRKs are good. I've heard good things about them. Let's see. This having many guitars is great, but if invited to gig, what types of music, what guitar are you most comfortable with live? That can be a problem. Yeah. Oh, that kind of goes. Ed's next question. Ed Pack, are most of those guitars behind you 24 3/4 scale length, or are any of them 25 and a half? So all of these ones on the top row that are mine are, I think they're all 24 3/4. Actually, these 2 Schecters are actually 24 frets, and I think I used to think that they were 25 and a half inch, but they're not. The Schecter website actually shows them as 24 3/4. Although I have a Hellraiser Extreme that's the C shape, like the Super Strat shape, that kind of matches them. It's like the sister to those. And it is 25 and a half inch. I have one guitar that's 25 and a half, 2 that are 25s. Paul said, "You're a cheap Schecter." Yeah. Paul's a cheap Schecter.
I roll Paul.
I roll.
I love you, Pop.
Yeah.
Here's a hug. Oh, you feel it? Oh.
Air hug. He says, Metalhead Hippie says, I don't hate people. I just seem to like them better when they're not around. We were talking about that this morning, that we're kind of homebodies. We're introverted extroverts.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start paying people, strangers, and you're not gonna know. I'm gonna start paying people to, like, hug you in public, and you're not gonna know when. I'm just gonna say, if you see Paul,
Like, we're
let
taking
me
out
know.
we're taking out a contract on Paul.
Yes, for hugs.
We got a hit
Gotta
contracted
hit 'em.
out. A hug hit. A hug hit.
Yes. I'm gonna get a shirt that has your face on it. And it says, "If you see this man, hug him."
We could do that. We can make that happen.
I guess they were like, "See, no."
Hugs for bass.
Yes.
Hugs for bass lines.
Yes.
All right. It is.
I'm not trying to be.
Hugs are love.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I think we need to wrap this up. We've been going for a
What
while.
is-
It's like 2 hours now.
Which guitar do you play more, Schecter or CMG?
Ooh, Chris Sorrentos with a question. You know, probably the Schecter by a little bit at the moment. I think though it's because like this guy is my most recent acquisition.
Yeah.
And so
That's usually what you do.
So what happens is whichever one I've gotten most recently is the one I tend to play a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of been a tie between this one and the RNA Music Custom Limited Edition. I've been playing that one actually a lot more in the past several weeks. So it's kind of actually a tie between those two. But I do play the Schecters a lot.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the new one I got. It's not new. I got it used.
Mm-hmm.
It's new to me. I'm not made of money, you know. But I really like the Solo 6 Custom, even though it doesn't have EMGs in it yet. So, Adam Lynch says, good night, gotta be up early. Good night, Adam.
Good night, good night, good night.
Ed says, I gave my Schecter Blackjack Tempest to my son. Sure missed that one. It was amazing. Yeah. 06. Those are great. Yeah, man, that's a good one. That was about the time, 05-ish, that I started kind of really putting my hands on some Schecters and playing them. Didn't own one back then, but I played a few at the guitar store, and I liked them. They're really well made. Super solid. So. Six in Line said, I want to thank you for their efforts with the CMG videos. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Chris got the Metallica versus Megadeth question wrong, but nobody's perfect. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. All right, well, I think we probably need to wrap it up.
Yes. I was getting tired.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
getting
a long
late.
day tomorrow.
It's been a super long day today.
Mm-hmm.
Today's been a really long day for me. Tomorrow won't be too terrible.
Yeah.
But I do have to get some very important business paperwork done
And practicing.
last night. And practicing with our students tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in, and if you haven't followed us on Instagram, go check out our Instagram. You'll see all kinds of fun stuff there, hopefully. All right, Pasty Gangsta, late night here in Philly.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're ahead of us quite a bit.
Thanks for watching. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll try to
so much.
now that we kind of got the kinks worked out of the live situation. I think we'll probably do some more live streams.
Mm-hmm.
We've been wanting to, just had a lot of tech issues.
Yes.
Seems like. So, but I think if this worked pretty good,
For sure.
we will do some more of these.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned. I don't know what day we'll do them on. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But, all right. El
Yes.
Toro Pupo. Oh yeah. Okay. So if you watched this whole live stream on the replay,
Yes.
if you're watching the replay of this and you made it to the end, we gotta have a secret hashtag of the day to let us know you watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
What should that be?
Oh goodness, I don't know why this popped into my head. Has to
We're live.
It has to do with Paul.
Okay.
Hashtag Polly don't share.
Hashtag Polly don't share.
Polly don't share.
And if you type that in your comment on the replay, in the comment section below, we'll know that you guys watched this whole thing. Hashtag Polly don't share. We'll know that you watched this whole video to the
Yes.
end. If you have a question for next week's Ask RNA, it may not be live. It might be pre-filmed.
Yes.
But please type it below
Mhm.
as a comment, and we'll try to answer
With
that.
your questions for next week.
With your
don't
questions
do
for
it
next
just
week.
yet.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna don't do it in the chat.
not in the live chat, but as a comment. Leave a question for next week in the
Yes.
comments, and hashtag Polly don't share,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll know that you guys are legends, and we appreciate that. So
Yes.
I think that's gonna do it. Until next time, how do we wrap this up? Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And we need to keep it alive for the next generation of musicians.
That's right.
And all that kind of stuff. Hashtag Tears for Texas. Don't cry for me, Alaska.
And we're in love.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. There'll be a slight delay as I go turn off the camera because it's on my phone. Thank you guys so much. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later. Y'all, how do I turn it off? Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna